Is the new design good? Would you buy it? Look at this design analysis and make a decision. Kia Motors presented the second generation of the Niro, which is based on the concept car, Habanero, displayed in the New York Auto Show in 2019. The new Niro is a car that looks contemporary both outside and inside. Karim Habib, the designer who has also been in charge for the new versions of the Sportage and the Sorento, has managed to provide this new generation the personality this car required and increase the cost-benefit ratio. This new version boasts the use of the latest technology to cope with Kia's new philosophy, promising a better performance, comfort and environmental care using recycled and recyclable materials. Kia has made a good decision by increasing the volume and height of the car, entering the market with a renewed model which lines are innovative and more attractive to the consumers. Nowadays, the SUV market has grown due to the advantages these type of vehicles offer. Users consider them more practical and versatile. The market has a wide range of options to suit the needs of almost every buyer. Although the first generation has a very harmonious and nice design, consumers considered it was not visually unique or attractive. The lack of space made several buyers consider other hybrid options in the market with higher dimensions and capabilities like the SUVs. The proportions of the first generation do not help to appreciate the car as an SUV, but as a raised hatchback. Let's compare the visual features of the first and second generation of the Niro and find out how these features have been reinterpreted. The new model has kept the lower baselines on the sides of the car, which run flat, parallel to the ground. The distinctive features of the trapezoidal front lower grille have been modified mirroring the shape, thus providing a taller grille that helps the Niro to look like an actual SUV. In the hybrid version, the upper grille from the first generation, called the Tiger Nose, has not disappeared as most people think, since it has been redesigned, being now larger, but keeping the distinctive features from the original version. The headlights have a new vertical array and have been placed in a well-integrated cluster, along with the daytime running lights. Among the outstanding changes is the new level of the waist of the car body that looks lower, increasing the amount of volume on the upper side of the car. This proportion change makes the car look taller and larger, like an SUV. A car requires that all the lines and shapes in the body and the interior flow or are arranged following patterns that capture the buyer's attention and that together give the brain the sensation of beauty, order, and worthiness. Even if lines or patterns are not physically connected, our brain through the sight unintentionally arranges them as a whole and allows continuity, closure, symmetry, and direction. It is the task of the designer to deliver a well-integrated final product, which is attractive to the buyer, thus achieving the merchandising objectives related to the way the product looks. In the second generation, we can see how the lines flow orderly, blending to form shapes and groups of elements, which are pleasant to our sight. These lines and shapes make the car look innovative, but not extravagant. Plastic elements in black or dark gray, as the moldings and grills, have been integrated and strategically placed to harmonize with other elements of the car and contribute to achieve a well-balanced design. Special attention has been put to the shape, placement, and integration of the daytime running lights, as well as the turning lights integrated in the side view mirrors. Inside the car, we can see a positive visual change, since the simplification and integration of the elements look continuous and well organized. This new design increases the value perception and immediately conveys technological innovation. A great deal of these streamlined interior is due to the flow and visual continuity of shapes, especially the line traced by the door panels as they join the dashboard, the way the screens are integrated in one simple element, the cluster of controls below, and the design of the center console. Probably the most controversial feature of the new Niro is the C-pillar panel painted in a contrasting color. Using a different color in the car body is not new in the car design world. Nowadays is very common to see cars which have two or even more colors in different parts. Since the last century, several cars have combined colors on their bodies to emphasize areas. Currently we can find cars that have a roof in a different color, most of the time to simulate it is floating. To achieve this effect they darken the C-pillar. Others just apply the color to make the car unique or force our sight to focus on certain details. This combination of colors and even textures can be found in stock and concept cars. Placing the taillights in the upper part of the rear end isn't either new, however, the boomerang-shaped taillights in the new Niro are a distinctive and nice feature. The design in the front, for the vehicles that need to be plugged to be charged, is not the same as that of the hybrid version, since the lid that covers the charging port is placed in the center of the car, below the fake upper grille, to become part of the tiger nose, as in the previous model. The rest of the lines follow the pattern around the lower front grille. Auto Vista creates design proposals for the models we analyze. This second generation of the Niro is well-balanced, attractive, and innovative. However, we can suggest a minor change. The C-pillar panel could be a love it or hate it element, so we have digitally painted this panel on the same color as the rest of the body, just to see how this detail could change your perception. Leave us a comment and tell us what you think. Would you leave the C-pillar panel as it comes from the factory? Would you match the color to the body? Or maybe use a special color or pattern? We would like to hear from you and know your opinion about the new Niro, as well as for the analysis we have just presented. Please subscribe to our channel and share this video. Hasta la vista in Auto Vista.